I understand that there is an election this coming Tuesday, and I am being constantly asked to comment on the issue. So, because I want to do all I can to shepherd you and help you, I'm going to make a few comments before we look at our time in the Word of God. And Romans 13 tells us what His design is. God has designed human government and given human government ultimate authority for two purposes: to protect those who do good and punish those who do evil. That is the role of government. Anything beyond that is invented by men. The role of government is to protect those who do good and punish those who do evil, so you can have order and civilization in a culture. So you really have one question to ask. You're not voting for persons, you're voting for coalitions. The person at the head of it that is running for the office of president is a public relations agent for the coalition behind it. So your question is this: which party, which coalition, which collection of leaders and influencers will uphold God's design for government? Most people in human history don't have a chance to weigh in on that. They get what they get. The simple question: which coalition will do or approximate most closely what God has designed for government to do? Again, government's designed to protect those who do good, make people safe, and punish those who do evil. So, having said that, let me say this. No Christian can vote for a coalition, an earthly, powerful, social, political machine that reverses that sets out to punish those who do good and protect those who do evil. When you see that, it's pretty clear who to vote for. The current pattern of the Democratic Party is trending in the reverse direction of God's design for government. It would be good to protect life. It would be evil to kill. Already, in America, 60 million babies have been killed in their mother's womb. And now part of the platform is to extend that to the final trimester and abort babies until the very hour of their birth. That is not protecting life. That is not protecting the goodness of motherhood. That is destructive. To allow for that, to allow people to murder, is to protect those who do evil. And then there is the issue of marriage. God designed marriage to be between a man and a woman for life. Anything that attacks that, anything that seeks to protect that and punish people who speak against that, has reversed God's design for government. The Democratic platform advocates same-sex marriage, every form of homosexual deviation, which is essentially to destroy marriage as God designed it and to destroy family as God designed it. And God designed the family to be the building block of civilization. And then, oh, by the way, no Christian can vote for a coalition of people who think people who murder are to be protected and who think people who destroy marriage and family are to be protected, and people who speak against it are to be punished, And no Christian can vote for a coalition that believe that we ought to take children and make sure they have the freedom to deny their physical creation as male and female, which is a massive assault on children, since people caught up in the transgender lie are 19 times more likely to kill themselves than the rest of the population. To protect that is to protect the destruction of lives. And ask yourself, can a Christian vote for a party that systematically weakens the military protection of its people and systematically weakens the police so that we are left vulnerable externally and internally? Can we vote for a group of people that give license to rioting, destruction? And can we vote for a coalition of people who will put judges into place who will turn good and evil on its head and will make laws, ultimate laws, to defend those who do evil and to punish those who do good? It comes down to this. Can we defend a coalition of leaders in this country who prefer paganism to biblical Christianity, who want to give no place for the truth, biblical truth, who have rejected the Bible, banned the Bible, mocked the Bible, begun to persecute Christians, who are those of all people in a culture who do good, who are ready to assault the church, persecute the church, persecute Christians? A Christian can't vote for those things. We have to vote against those things. We're given the opportunity to do that in a very simple way. That's simply by voting for the other candidate. That's not an endorsement of anybody. That's saying, as long as I'm in this world, and as long as I have the opportunity, I'm going to stand with God. And I'm going to stand against those things that strike a blow against His design for government. And in so doing, maybe slow down the sinking of this Titanic. We're not going to turn it around. We're already under judgment. How do you know that? Because we've already rejected God. We've had a sexual revolution. This is Romans 1. We've had a homosexual revolution. Now we have a reprobate mind. And we're so confused, we don't even acknowledge what's male and female. I don't mind spiritual persecution. That comes with the territory. We expect that. But to have organized governmental assault on the Bible, the truth of the Bible, the church, the preaching of the church, the proclamation of the gospel, law and order, in my little small way, if I can punch a hole somewhere that stands against that, then I need to punch that hole. We're going to be facing some interesting days in the future. And I'm excited to see what the Lord does. So having said all of that I just said, don't overestimate the significance of this election. Be happy. Be joyful. Be thankful. Love your wife. Love your husband. Love your kids. Enjoy the riches that you have. Enjoy the wonderful grace that God has given us. Don't go around sullen. Whatever happens on Tuesday doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the sense that God hasn't lost anything. You know, He's not losing control. But in a small way, I can say, I stand with God in this. I can't say, well, I didn't do anything, let it happen. I can't do that. I have to say, I'm going to stand with God in this. It might be a small thing, it might be a little thing, but I'm going to stand for life and marriage and family and kids and true morality and justice, the rule of law. I'm going to stand there because God designed that for the well-being of man so that people could enjoy the maximum amount of common grace. I want to do what little I can do for that. Okay, I'm done.